is an insanity to his behavior.
You have been in every line I have ever read. You are part of my existence. To the last hour of my life, you remain part of my character.
Everyone has their secret, and this is ours.
We'd made Coriolanus together, which had been Rafe's. You know, it was all came from Rafe. And after that experience, which was a very special experience, I wanted to find something else that maybe we could do together. And I thought this would be something that would speak to him, and that was how it went on, actually.
Abby had, in her first attempt to adapt the book, she had come up with the idea of a fictitious character who was like a biographer, who was knocking on Nellie's door saying, "I know your secret." And I liked this idea when I first read it, but as I worked on it and I delved more into the background of Nellie and Dickens and read the book repeatedly in other biographies, it felt like that this fictitious element started to stand oddly in the screenplay, and that actually although of course there are scenes that are imagined in the film, basically essentially it follows the sort of key story moments of the biography. I mean, the play, The Frozen Deep really happened, Doncaster races really happened, the train crash really happened, and Nellie went on and led a life married to a teacher, and Margate running a school for boys. So there are essential things that and also the Reverend Benham is the real figure, the priest that she talks to. So I felt more and more inclined to go to what was known, or even what was surmised by Claire, rather than bring in something that was very, very fictional.
We did. We had a intense rehearsal period where we talked a lot about Dickens and how we felt about both Dickens and Nellie, and we would both get ready together in makeup every morning, and would talk before going on set. But Rafe's very good at being very honest. And
so you.
Oh, that's good. So he would say, if I did something, if there was a take, and he would come up and say, "I don't like that at all." And I trusted your judgment. I think immediately we had a very, honest is the right word, honest, sort of straightforward dialogue with each other.
Yeah, I think we did, and I think, I feel I'm learning, but it was amazing to work with someone like Felicity, you were always incredibly open. And I know on some days, you've got so little time sometimes, and you have to sort of cut to the chase and sometimes say, "I don't think that's right, try this." And what was amazingly moving about working with you was your sort of courage, really, to sort of to keep going and looking. And often at the end of often I felt my directions are quite clumsy, but Felicity comes with amazing preparation and did her own huge research into Nellie, and you were quite, in the best sense, you were quite sort of protective and assertive about your own sense of Nellie, which is in a way part of Nellie, I think.